Looking back at 2022, it was one of the most remarkable years for humanity's discoveries and exploration of space. Impressive technologies are shaping the future and the generations to come. China successfully completed the construction of the Tiangong Space Station in low Earth orbit, followed by several key missions that laid the foundation for the nation's space exploration. At the same time, NASA was also making progress. The Artemis I mission was successfully launched, carrying humanity's hopes toward the moon. This mission was expected to conclude by the end of the year. The space race has already reached a heated stage and continues to intensify. It is hard to say which side holds the lead, as competition remains fierce. Today, let's look back at the extraordinary achievements of China's space program in 2022. On May 10, 2022, the Tianzhou-4 cargo spacecraft, carried by a Long March 7 Y-5 rocket, was launched from the Wentian Space Launch Site in Hainan. The spacecraft entered its planned orbit successfully, marking a perfect launch. After entering orbit, Tianzhou-4 docked flawlessly with the Chinese space station, completing the entire docking process in just 6.5 hours. On June 5, 2022, the Shenzhou-14 crewed spacecraft was launched from the Jiuquan Satellite Launch Center. It later docked with the Tianhe core module to form a combined structure. During their 6-month mission, the 3 astronauts conducted 3 spacewalks, installed and tested various facilities and equipment inside and outside the station, and carried out a series of scientific and technical experiments in space. On July 24, 2022, the Wentian laboratory module was launched aboard a Long March 5 BY-3 rocket. Shortly after, the Shenzhou-14 astronauts successfully opened the hatch of the Wentian module and entered it. This marked the first time Chinese astronauts entered a scientific laboratory module in orbit. On November 1, 2022, Wentian docked with the forward port of the Tianhe core module. Later, with the relocation of the Mengtian laboratory module, the 3 modules formed a symmetrical T-shaped configuration, witnessing the historic moment of the full assembly of China's space station. On November 12, 2022, the Tianzhou-5 cargo spacecraft was launched aboard a Long March 7 Y-6 rocket. It successfully entered orbit and carried out a rapid autonomous docking with the station. For the first time, Chinese astronauts welcomed a cargo spacecraft while aboard the station. On November 29, 2022, the Shenzhou-15 crewed spacecraft was launched aboard a Long March 2F Y-15 rocket. About 10 minutes later, it separated from the rocket and entered its planned orbit, marking a successful launch. On November 30th at 7 a.m., the 3 astronauts of Shenzhou-15 entered the Chinese space station and joined the Shenzhou-14 crew. This was the first crew handover in orbit for China, marking a historic milestone. Dreaming of the heavens, longing for the brilliance of the stars, Shenzhou's return writes a brand new chapter. Since ancient times, the Chinese people have dreamed of flying to the skies. From the legend of Chang'e flying to the moon to today's exploration of the vast universe, step by step, the dream has been turning into reality.